Dario, 3 points on the board. What's your overall assessment of that game?
I think a sense of just proudness. Very, very proud of the girls and their effort and playing. And look, it's not the most easiest of conditions. Might probably look green, but it's not too much grass out there. So I think early on that first 15, 20, there's quite a bit of technical errors, probably finding the speed of the ground, how the ball travels on it. So it takes that little bit of adaptation. And also, I think both teams were aware it was quite a big game in the standings where we're both competing sort of to be in that top 5, top 6 spots. So, I think once we got past that part, then I think we controlled the game. We were really good in that first half, got the deserved goal, had another couple of good chances, and I think defensively as well, we were very, very solid. We controlled their transitions, which we know that they're very good at, especially once they brought on like Naz and Rasso and brought on all their speed. And, we felt like with the ball, we were in control for very large parts. Probably second half again could be better, and that's something we'll learn from. That we just continue to play and how we play, once depending on the result. But I thought we still controlled the game even without the ball. We were well in control. The pressing, the intensity. I don't think they had a moment to think even when they received the ball, and that's full credit to the players. They were exceptional today.
Yeah, it became quite scrappy at times towards the end. Is that something that you feel like the squad adjust to quite well, like you said, in a particularly high stakes game?
I think so. Look, it's that sort of learning. I think it was a similar thing at Chelsea where, you're 2-1, it's good, we've got the control, but then sometimes, when you look and you see that result on the scoreboard and you start to look at the time, and that sometimes can mentally sort of change. And I know that as a player as well, where, you start to maybe focus on that, how long, but, I think we still could have progressed, played our football, been a little bit more in their half, which we did towards the end where it was killing off the game. And and I think it's also a bit of fatigue starts to set in. It's quite a big pitch. It feels soft underfoot as well, so I think that's obviously going to make it feel a little bit heavier. But overall, very, very happy, very, very pleased for the girls to get finally, I think, what they deserve.
Do you feel like the girls carried that momentum from that positive result against Chelsea a couple of weeks ago, and now we've sealed 5th this week?
Look, yeah, it's something that we spoke about, that we don't want to be just, when the so-called bigger clubs come in, where it's a big challenge, where sort of all the eyes are on us, that we want to be, irrespective of who we play, it shouldn't matter, that we sort of black out the badge or we cover the badge, and we just want to be Brighton. We want to play our football. We want to make, again, our travelling support, which I thought was exceptional today, how many came and how loud they were. We want them to go and be proud and be happy of the performance. And then, I thought today the performance for large parts was really good, and then we got the result and everyone goes home happy.
It's quite an exciting position to be in the table. It's anyone can overtake anyone where we are. Does that add an element of excitement, or is it an environment that you guys thrive within, knowing that we could be 5th one week but we could drop down later?
Look, I don't look to the ladder. I don't really look. It's all sort of irrelevant to me at the moment, because you can't sort of look, we're 5th and we're playing whoever's 12th, and to think now that has some sort of bearing on the game, that you have an advantage. There's no advantage. We saw even with Chelsea, undefeated all season, top of the league, quite clear top of the league, and we were there, probably could have won as well that week. So I don't think that has much bearing, especially for me. I don't really look too much into it. I look at the opponent, I look at what they're good at, where they're a little bit weaker, how we can play our football and try to expose them, where their strengths are, what we have to be aware of, and then we prepare for the weekend to try to put on the best performance that we possibly can. And I thought today, everything that we worked on, that we spoke about, the girls executed perfectly. There's stuff that we'll still get better at, we'll still improve on, but in quite big chunks we were very, very good and very, very dominant.
I suppose a word for the travelling supporters as well. It's no surprise, but they keep turning up in their numbers and being that 12th person on the pitch and driving us forward.
Yeah, exactly what you just said. So, we have to give our massive thanks and big compliments to the fans and their support. How loud they were at the end, and I think it was nice to have those celebrations. I think we've been a little bit unfortunate the last few weeks not to get those, but today, really, really proud, and I'm sure on behalf of the whole team and of everyone at the club, a massive thank you to the fans, and keep coming. We'll need you till the end, and we look forward to next weekend.
3 points on the road, Fran. Your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, it was a tough game, really, really tough. I think obviously first half I think we played some really nice stuff. I think we were dominant towards the end of the first half, but yeah, I think second half you can see obviously they were pushing for a goal and making it difficult for us, so really, really happy to get the 3 points away from home.
And it took the whole team today, a whole team performance.
Yeah, definitely. I think, we've been talking a long time about keeping a clean sheet and really trying to be defensively solid, and I think you could see towards the end of the game people putting their bodies on the line, stepping into challenges, and that's what we want. We want to make sure that we're difficult to beat.
A first goal since coming back from injury. Talk me through it. How good did that feel?
Yeah, it was really nice. I think I had a chance just before that and absolutely messed it up. So I was happy that one nestled into the bottom corner. And I think it was great build-up play. I think from the beginning of the phase to the end of the goal, and obviously Rachel's cutback was really, really good, and it just shows the levels that we can go to.
A first win in 7 in the WSL. How confident are you in the squad's ability to kick on now for the rest of the campaign?
Yeah, I think obviously it's really important that we take this momentum, we take this performance and we go forward, and obviously we've got some really, really tough games coming up, so we need to make sure that we recover, we get ourselves back right, and we do what we can to keep putting points on the board, because ultimately that's what we want to keep building, we want to go higher.
And a word on the fans that gathered in their number here in London.
Yeah, it's great. I think every time we go away the fans are getting more and more, and obviously their support is really important, and you can see how much the players appreciate them at the end going over and celebrate in front of them. So yeah, I think for me it's great to have them here, and it's great to hear them coming in their numbers.